Palantir looks obvious here, and that's the problem. Smart money tends to move right when retail feels comfortable. So the next few candles could decide who's trapped. So let's read this chart together. As you can see, we have this really like obvious range here, and then we've broken out of this range as well, pretty obvious, right? Now, from this perspective, we have based out in what appears to be a range, at least in the formation of happening. So we can kind of go off of this in its entirety. So when looking at this, the midpoint of this range is going to be ideally, subjectively somewhere right there. And that's going to be the midpoint. We can use this as kind of like the cornerstone for how we're going to attack this market here. So now finding two deviations, both above and below, will kind of give us the resistance / supportive zone that we can expect the fluctuation to occur in, okay? So it would be something like this and this. So again, from this perspective, we are bullish into a trading range. So we can see a couple different variations. The first one that seems to be the most likely is that we're going to push back up into the topping point of this range, and then we can look for a GNR pattern to short the market back down to the low. Okay, that's one way to look at it. Now, another way to look at it is to say, I'm not going to trade anything that goes against momentum, which means that you're just waiting for the market to come back down to this low. And when it does, it should be as simple as looking for a mini variation as it looks to now rotate back to the upside, okay, keeping this range rotation intact. Now, there are various other ways that this can perform, and let's talk about just a few, okay? We can go directly lower first, and that doesn't really change too much. If we do go directly lower within like the confines of this range, then we should just look for the immediate reversal like so, highlighted in green, okay? Now, with that being said, if we do break through this on significant strength, then the market is clearly telling us that it's breaking out to the downside, and we now need to switch our game plan instead of being bullish to being bearish, ultimately looking for sells, more than likely to fill this gap down here, which stands somewhere close to that 137.25 area, okay? So again, if you want to be a seller because we're so bullish overall, you are going to have to wait for this thing to break down first, okay? Or you can be a little bit more risky and trade against momentum with this GNR pattern. But just know that this is a less probable chance. It's most likely to happen, but it's just not more probable. Okay, down here you're probably looking at an 80-20% versus a 60-40%. All right. Now, the last thing we need to be aware of is a bullish breakout that goes directly higher. We are expecting rejection, but again, if we do just flat out break out to the upside, then we now know that the market is clearly looking for continuation bullishness, and we can look to buy the market as a breakout, okay? But make no mistake, once we do get to that high, we are expecting it to reverse first, all right? So with that being said, everyone, that's what we're looking at. Thanks for watching. See you on the next candle.